Right, I've been asked to solve question 10 from student assessment 2, so let's have a look. The first thing I'm being asked to do is find the coordinates of M. So remember, to do that, all you do is add together the x's and halve it, and add together the y's and halve it, because we're just trying to get halfway between them. So add together the x's, I have -2 plus 4, and then I have to halve it. Add together the y's, 10 plus 2, and halve it. So that means my coordinate is -2 plus 4. Well, that's 2. 2 divide 2 is 1. 10 plus 2 is 12. Divide 2 is 6. So that means the coordinates of this point here is 1, 6. That was relatively easy. All right, let's look at part B. Part B is asking me to find the equation of BM. So what I'm going to do is use this equation to do that. But before I can do that, I'm going to need to find my slope. So I know that y minus y1 is 6, because I've got this point down here, equals m x minus x1, which is 1. So what I have to do is find this first. Now, I've got these 2 points. So if I know that this is a perpendicular line, right, this is intersecting at right angles. So if this is perpendicular, I can find this slope and then find its inverse. So remember, the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that gives me 2 minus 10 over 4 minus -2, so plus. So then I've got -8 over 6, which is -4/3. All right, so if that is the slope of AC, then the slope of MB is going to flip this upside down and change the sign. So it's going to be +3/4. Right, now I can keep using this. So I'm going to distribute. So y minus 6 equals 3/4 x minus 3/4. And I'm going to bring my 6 across and add it. -3/4. And I'm going to add it, but I'm going to have to make it quarters so that I can put these two things together. So 6/4, well, 6 times 4 is 24. So then y is -3/4 x plus 21/4. There is the equation of line MB. All right, the next thing we're being asked to do, let's put it over here. Part C says, if the y coordinate of point B is 10.5, show that the x coordinate is 7. So all I'm going to do is some simple substitution here. So I've already got my equation. So I'm just going to put 10.5 here, and then I'm going to solve for x, and the answer I know should be 7. So 10.5 equals 3/4 x plus 21/4. So I'm going to turn this into quarters. So 10.5 is the same as 21 halves, right? But I'd like to make it quarters so it matches here. So this is going to be 42/4. 42/4 minus 21/4 equals 3/4 x. So then I have 21/4 equals 3/4 x. Now I need to get x by itself, which means I've got 21/4 divided by 3/4, because these are multiplying each other. But remember, we don't divide fractions. We're going to flip and multiply instead. Times 4/3. So then 21 times 4 is going to be 84/12. And that is 7. Yay, we proved it. Excellent. All right, and then part D, I am running out of room for that. Part D is asking you to find the distance between M and B, right? So this distance here. So let's pick yet another color. What haven't I used yet? Let's just use black. So remember that the distance formula is the horizontal distance, the distance between x1 and x2, and the distance between the y coordinates. And then I have to take the whole square root, because it's like Pythagoras. So I'm going to use these 2 points. So this one here, this point we said was 7 and 10.5. So we're going to put those into this formula. So x2 is going to be 7 minus 1 squared plus y2 is 10.5. What? 10.5 minus y1, 6 squared. take square root of all of it. So 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 squared is 36. Then I'm going to do 10.5 minus 6, which is 4.5. Oh, no, yeah, 4.5. So 4.5 squared is going to give us 20.25. 20.25. And again, I'm square rooting all of that. So the square root of 56.25 is 7.5. So the distance of that line is 7.5 units. Okay, if you've got any questions, please get in touch. Otherwise, yeah, that's it.